Hey guys, Godzillafromhell here with my next team making video. I went back to, was it NU? Yeah, I want to say NU. And I decided to try and use things different from what I'd been using in my other videos for NU. You'll notice just right on the top of the bar, a couple things, two things that are staples. One of them is used a little bit differently. The other one I'll get to when I get to. But I'm going to lead off with something I've never used, and I'm not joking, I've never used this thing. This is my Ambipom. I gave it a Life Orb with Technician. I gave it Fake Out, which is an obvious good stab move for Ambipom. Power Up Punch. Now my logic behind this is it gets the Technician boost, and I'm getting an attack boost. And I'm going to try and use that to play around with opponents, fearing or kind of not wanting to take certain hits. And we'll see how it works. I haven't got a chance to use it yet, but I don't know. I like to experiment a little bit. Next, I have my Cresselia. Oh yeah, the EVs for Ambipom are very straightforward. Speed and attack, maxed out. Nothing fancy about that. And then we go on to my Cresselia, which is just a bulky setup kind of status kind of guy. I gave it Toxic, just to really go for any kind of residual damage. Moonlight to heal up. Thunderwave to paralyze what needs to be paralyzed. And Psychic over Psyshock, because I want to try a little different. I know most people are probably going to predict the Psyshock, and that is why I'm going to go more along the lines of kind of tricking people, I guess is the best way to put it. I'm going to go for a little bit different. Lefties and Levitate standard. Is EVs. I maxed out his HP, which is always a must for this thing, and then I tried to find a nice happy balance between his defenses. They suggested maxing out his special defense with nothing in his regular defense. I don't like doing that. I like to balance them, so I took out a little bit of his special defense and put a little bit, actually a lot, into his physical defense. He gets a nice bulk, takes a lot of hits pretty well. And here's the Mega. Again, it's a pretty standard one. I couldn't find a special sweeper that jumped out and said "pick me" in the list of Pokemon. And really, I love Yanmega. It's one of my favorite Pokemon. But it's it's pretty useful. It's done good work in the past. Well, hopefully it does good work this time. This Druddigon, again, is not the one I was using last time. I will stress that again. This is not the one I was using. His EVs are a little bit different, mostly the same. But he has a very different purpose. I gave him Stealth Rocks to set up with, Dragon Tail to cycle through with the Stealth Rock damage, Gunk Shot to really hurt anything that wants to try and predict the Dragon Tail. If I can predict it right, I can get a fuckload of damage off on something, about a foxload of damage on something. And again, the Glare to paralyze things. I'm trying to make statusy team. Trying to get a lot of slow down Pokemon, because a couple of my Pokemon are pretty slow. And then here's something I haven't used since Gen 1, which is weird because he sucked back then. I would use him with Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Fire Punch, and Mach Punch. It was terrible. Absolutely terrible. It was fun to use. But this Gen he's pretty good. So I ended up giving him a Choose My Choice Scarfer, trying to jack up his speed a bit. His speed's mediocre. We'll go there. I gave him Iron Punch, which is a great attack. And combined that with Drain Punch, which does a ridiculous amount of damage, and I recover a lot of health. He doesn't want to die. Close combat for things that I just need to kill. I'll bring him in on Kill Those. Earthquake and Stone Edge for good coverage. His EVs are very standard. Jacked up his speed as high as I could get it to, and his attack as high as I could get it. Hits pretty hard. Definitely hits pretty hard. Starting to like it. Starting to like the Hitmon Pokemon, except for Hitmontop. Never liked that thing. I think it's based off of Kicking, Striking, and Capoeira, which don't really care about Capoeira, so whatever. Then we got Rhyperior, which is a Pokemon I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of the way he looks. I always loved the simplicity of Rhydon over this, but it's pretty strong. I was debating on the items for a while. I ended up giving him an Expert Belt, and he hits pretty hard with it. I wanted to give him the ability to switch up moves, not take recoil damage, but still hit pretty hard, because that base 140, when you hit max, 416 is incredible. I took a little bit of at his HP, gave it a little bit back into his physical defense, because really he's not going to be tanking too many special hits, even with a solid rock ability. It's not going to be that useful for special walls. That's why my Cresselia is there, is the wall. It's the wall. It'll take hits. Druddigon's also pretty bulky. Can take a couple ice hits, dragon hits from mediocre powered attackers. Nothing too strong, but there to mess with things. So, yeah, that's my team. We'll see how it does. I've had a couple matches testing with it. It's alright. Won about 50% of them, so it's okay. Actually, I've only had 2 and I've won 1 of them. Really? That's better than saying I've won 50 out of 100. So, hopefully we can get this team working. It is a little gimmicky with the status and the Druddigon switching through things through with Dragon Tail. I like to paralyze him and go for the Dragon Tail with Druddigon because his speed is turd. So he's not going to be outspeeding anything ever. So that's my whole plan with the team. Hopefully it works out. Alright, thanks for watching. Peace out. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all those things. Tell people about me. Alright. Again, I'm saying it. Peace out.